Yeah, it's your boy Teyzer, and we out here with the Positive Impact Show. Chantel and the squad, what's poppin', Worcester? We out here, yeah. So we out here, just checking it out. I definitely feel Worcester 100%. I rock with it, so we out here.
All right. So how long have you been involved in music?
My whole life. I played 4 instruments since a kid. Started rapping since I was 12.
Okay.
So it's been about 12 years around there since I've been rapping. I had a little time to finagle my craft. I was able to know the do's and don'ts with my own league, with this music. So I've been doing this for a minute,
Okay.
So 12 years, and you are influenced by who?
You're gonna find this funny, yo. The first person, what made me start rapping or gave me the idea, I was listening to the Locks. I was listening to some Jadakiss, and then I just had a flashback or a flash forward, I would say, for the future. Like, yo, we're gonna do this. Like, and I wrote my first rhyme off of a Jadakiss track.
Which track was it?
Which one was it? Knock Yourself Out.
Okay.
So after that, I always gotta give props to Jada. That's that man just for that. You know what I'm saying? I give him that all day.
Okay. And you going to his concert in CT?
Oh, you know that.
Okay. I might need to roll with you since you got the limo and whatnot. I'm just saying.
All right. So we usually have we have a show on Wednesdays, and what we usually do is we usually have this rapper who calls himself Will Zilla. He comes in and he battles every guest. So
don't be scared.
I'm serious. Don't laugh. Wait, I'm serious. No. So you ain't got nothing to worry about. But would you give us a couple bars to go up against Mr. Will Zilla later on in the show?
I mean, to keep it 100 with you guys, you know what I'm saying? Me, I take this music to another level where I use it for elevating my people, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I turn up, I do all that at the same time. As far as bars, you know what I'm saying, that's something that would be more discussed. It wouldn't be on blast like that all the time.
Okay, all right.
See, good answer.
Yeah,
I ain't mad.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
I ain't mad. He said I'm a perfectionist.
Listen,
I write mine.
I really don't want to hear
I mean, we freestyle too all day, but appropriate man, appropriate timing, you know what I'm saying? I'm coming out here.
See, now that's that mature 24. You understand what I'm saying? So I know you've been raised right. So where exactly are you from? Because I noticed it says LA, Boston.
Yeah. I've been moving around since a kid, my whole life. Florida, Boston. You know what I'm saying? I've been in Cali in and out. Cali is where my whole team's at. That's where the music. That's where the beats get made. That's where the ideas come from. So I'm always gonna give props to Cali. Boston, I give props to Boston because I've been out here. It's what made me smart. Coming out here taught me the game from the business level. So I'm out here. This is the get money state. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. So
I understand.
All right. So you shared we heard 3 tracks from you. Right. And you want to tell us about those tracks that you have?
You got that. Which one you want to start with?
The Weekend. I told you which one I like now.
That was the first track we dropped. The Weekends. What we did, we all got together, including Boston Block Madness. We all got together. We said we need to put together something universal. Something where everybody could relate to. And I said everybody loves to have fun, no matter what race or topic or type of music you like. We just trying to get together and live. So we put together the track. Had a couple run-ins and now changed the beat a couple times, but we got it together finally. I think we hit what we was trying to hit. The crowd or whatever. We hit it on point just off that track. So I'm happy with that song, and it's a very solid track.
Okay.
All right. So why don't you go ahead and introduce that? It's gonna be the world premiere in Worcester.
Yeah, you know that.
So go ahead, introduce it.
Alright. We party on the weekend. Just trying to have a good life. Stay up so we sleeping.
Hey.
You know that.
Alright, and now we're gonna let y'all hear the full track. Spin up.
Nah. not, you're not really about being crazy and stuff like that. You seem like a really good person, inside and out. And it's like I couldn't come up in here in a limo and with a bodyguard. I'd be like, look, this water needs to be room temperature.
I need green M&Ms.
Rub my feet. Or something. My leg almost didn't make it to the table.
Like I'm done with you.
No. So how do you stay humble with things the way they are now?
You just gotta remember how the fruit tasted before it was ripe.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
You know,
amen on that one.
You just gotta remember, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying. You know, you might be used to having like, you know, half of something, and then now you got a full. You know, if you can remember, oh, I'm good with half. Even though you got that full, if you can remember, I'm still good with half. Yeah, your day's gonna be 20 times better.
Okay, all right, yeah, because my memory's bad. I'll be like, look, I don't remember you. You and your chapped lips stay on that side of the street. I don't want nothing to do with you. I'm a star right now. Mountain getter. No, but that's what I really do like about you. I really like about that. So, do you have any more conscious songs?
Oh yeah,
available?
Yeah. I got like, you know, like I started discovering my diversity for the last year too. Okay. So I've been playing around with a lot of different type of music, like R&B, pop. Okay. So I pretty much hit like a whole bunch of different categories of music. So I got a lot of conscious music already, you know. Okay. And some of the songs, like take one song. What are you talking about? In one conscious song, what is the subject matter? For let's say Built This City, which is on my website now. You know, SoundCloud, whatever. It's on there. Teyzer.com, Teyzer. You know, throughout that whole rioting, Trayvon, okay, all that stuff. Yep. I took this track, Built This City, from Starship Rock. Okay. We built this city for rock and roll. Yes. All right. You didn't know Go ahead, Will. Okay. So I remixed that. Yeah. But I made a song about we built this city, like us. Like, dog, don't forget that. Like, you want to walk around and act like, oh, we victims, we targets, or whatever the case is. Just remember everything that you walking on. Yeah. Even the stuff that, you know, at that time we was crashing, we was riding, we was tearing it up. Yep. We built all that. Yep. We built all that, and we don't get credit for half the stuff. Like I found out we invented the AC. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Traffic lights, like the trolley, like certain things. You know, it's like, dude, like we did this, and then we don't get no credit. So I just felt like that song needed to be made, just so people could remember, you know, who built the pyramids, who built civilization from what it was. Yeah, that's us. So, you know, things like that, you know, just to remember, you know, because I see a lot of our youth. Because I'm not youth, but I'm a little over that, you know. But I see a lot of our youth are misguided because they're following a lot of people that are in charge today. Right. But then I'm realizing those people are misguided. Yeah, indeed. Yeah. And you know, I want to commend you for that, because, you know, your daughter, it's like you could be making music and you could say, you know what, my focus is just to get money for my daughter, right? But when you put that conscious stuff in there, you helping improve the conditions where she can go out and then get money doing whatever it is she wants to do too. So I just want to encourage you to keep that in mind when you know, when you're writing, when you're doing all your stuff. I like him. I told you would. I appreciate you.
But I like that, and you did state that you know 4 instruments, that you know how to play 4 instruments. What are those 4?
Well, I started off with the piano. Okay. I used to just hit them keys, felt like hustle and flow. Then I hit off with the saxophone a little bit, clarinet, trumpet. Okay. Now, do you still practice? No. I just. It's when I was younger, when I was a little younger, you know, I was helped. You know, people used to help me and put me in activities. But what I did get from that is the sound of, I got the meaning of each individual instrument, you know. So also notes, you know, I still know how to read notes and do all that. I know how to orchestrate my own beats, my own music. I could do all that. So basically, I'm really grounded, you know, with this music. And when it comes to instruments and stuff, I understand certain instruments are used for certain purposes, you know, stuff like that.
So talking about, you know, your support system, outside of your team, who else encourages you and empowers you to continue to go forward? Because we all know the music industry is a dog-eat-dog world, you know, at the end of the day. So who's in your ear telling you, you know what, it was a bad day today, but you still gonna make it. You got this at the end of the day. Who is your support system?
In the words of Q-Tip, record company people are shade.
Indeed.
Well, I got my man EJ right here, who's always trustworthy, always somebody. You know, I could be like, yo, what should we do next? You know, when it comes to that. Just that alone gives me enough space and time to figure out, knowing that I got that type of support. You know, also I got myself. Every time I hear my music or I hear a certain instrument, I feel like it's my duty to make that song, or when that song is made to my expectations, it gives me that feeling like this is what I live for. You know what I'm saying? My daughter, you know, I don't want her to grow up and be like, damn, you know, dad's a sucker. So I'm out here trying to make it work, you know. And God, you know, just like we were speaking about on the way over here, you know, he fills in the voids, the voided gaps. Like, oh, what do we do here? You know, just give it to God. I'll just continue doing what I do. You know what I'm saying?
You didn't hit a soft spot with Will
Cast
now.
your cares upon the Lord, and He will sustain you.
You know?
Hallelujah! We about to have church up in here.
We really not though.
and I'm not religious either. You know what I'm saying? I'm not religious. I just really know what God is. Like, real talk. Like, I'm not trying to do no church, nothing like that. But that's real.
But all you have to do is that you could have just ended. Well, I'm not trying to be religious, but I just know that God is. Period. That's it. So, you know, I mean, I like him. I like him, boss. Can I go on the road with you? I mean, I'm not as big as Mountain, but I mean, I can kind of handle it.
You said you need a body. You need a second one.
Yeah, you need like a mini bodyguard or something, a shorter version. I don't know. I can't do all that.
He's a hot mess sometimes. But this is the crew. You can see that we mesh well. Right? And I can see that you and EJ mesh very well. Sure. EJ is that, to me, what I've seen thus far, he's that dad, like, don't touch my baby. That's what it is. That's how I look at EJ. Like, don't touch him.
He said something real to me. You know, as much as, you know, being there for support. He even said to me like, "Yo, we both Teyzer. That means we win together, we lose together."
Indeed.
When I heard that, that's when I was so like, all right, he's for me. He's for this right here. We got to do this. So.
Okay.
So he got me like that. We got each other like that, you know. I know y'all seen that movie 300. You know, they small, but they all got their shields. You know what I'm saying? That's how they survive. So that's how we got to do it. You know.
Okay. So we're gonna take a pause for the cause, and then we're gonna come back and talk a little bit more with Teyzer and the crew, because we're gonna get EJ on the air too. He just don't know it yet. So it's gonna take us out. Yeah, you gotta talk a little bit. Just a little.
And to add to your humbleness that I like, your maturity that you're showing and everything. We were just off the air talking about a local artist, Joyner Lucas, and you guys was like, he has a show going on right now. We should just go up there and show him some love. I like that. You know I would have been like, look, we talking about me right now. Joyner can kick rocks. We talking about Teyzer right now. We talking about Will right now. We ain't talking about it. So I like that, and I like that unity, and that's
respect
what
in
we
the
need.
game.
Yeah,
though.
that's what we need more of.
Yes.
So I mean, so I really like that, and I'm gonna kind of put. So your website is Teyzer.com. Your Facebook is www.facebook.com/realteyzer.
Yeah.
And
Teyzer.
Yeah, Teyzer. And also Twitter, you can be found at Real Teyzer.
Right.
All right. So I mean, the listeners have a way to get in touch.
And he's on
with
SoundCloud.
Oh yeah, you have SoundCloud. You have your song
and Reverb.
Right now.
Google it. Just Google it. Just Google Real Teyzer if you got to. That'll all pop up.
All right. So another thing interesting. You're not doing shows right now.
Right.
You are working on your craft and you were getting everything in order, right? So you don't go out there and get taken advantage of, or go out there and just like dive in head first.
Right.
That is what a lot of artists do. And like I would be one of them people like, look, man, I got a hook. Someone sign me right now. I don't even have a song. I just got a hook.
That work, work got to be put in. And I want you to talk a little bit about that work that you have done, and let people that are listening and those that generation that's coming up under you understand how much work it really takes to be an artist, have your team, the management, the funding behind it. Talk a little bit about that so people understand that you didn't do this like you woke up on Sunday and said, I'm going to be a rapper on Monday.
Right. And what you said is absolutely correct. Like, I grew up with a whole bunch of people, in the past, I was always looking at me like, dude, what you doing? Or like I'm the outcast or whatever. And now it's 2015 and they doing what I was doing years ago. And I'm looking at them like, yo, fam, what you doing? Like, I thought you was in school. Wasn't you doing anything? Why you stopped doing this?
Right.
This was my first vision. This is what I said, every kid, what you want? I'm gonna be a firefighter. I'm gonna be an astronaut. I'm gonna be a rapper. Okay. That's what I did, and luckily I had the time to maximize my craft, and I'm still doing it. So it's so much hard work to the point where it all starts off with your image. It starts off with you yourself. You gotta know your lane. You can't. And you're gonna have your own crises in the meanwhile. Like, should I become a singer? If you got skills singing, should I be a rapper? Should I be hardcore? Should I do this type of music? Should I do that? It all tunes in with the type of person you are.
Yeah.
And that all tunes in with the type of person you're trying to project out to the community, to the world. Okay. So it comes out, that alone takes people years.
Yeah.
And still can't even get that under the right type of circumstances. People just can't. People just don't know how to, sit down and accept who they really are and maximize that. They're always trying to be something they're not,
Right.
So that alone, I started that. I'm just starting to get the hang of that part, and that was 12 years. The business, that's another thing. It's almost like you juggling a whole bunch of things at once. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can't water this plant and not water this plant.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, basically. So it's all types of crazy. It consumes most of your life. You lose a lot of friends, what I'm saying, who's not with it, your girlfriend or whatnot. You start to see people for their true intentions or their true mindset. You might have to cut people off before it even gets ugly. Whatever worked for you, you know what I'm saying. But it's a hard business mentally and physically.
Yeah, and it's hard because there are a lot of sharks out there. You swim with a lot of sharks in almost anything that a lot of other people want to do. They want to take your spot. They want to do and you just said, I'm going to go down. Let's go down to the DCU Center and show some love. So I really do like that. And you have the bodyguard out there and all that stuff. And I don't know why I'm talking about the bodyguard.
You like that bodyguard.
The bodyguard. I don't know why, but the whole bodyguard thing. But it's still, you still cool, down to earth. You're not trying to rush everything. And I was like, when you first said, like no shows yet, I was like, okay, that most people are like out doing, why not? And then when it explained to me, like, you don't want to add another area that you're not ready for yet. I was like, okay, he really has it. You really working on your craft to get everything in place. Did I say I like it?
You did, and that goes to and you did. That goes to management, because EJ is like, we have to be prepared for everything, to make sure all corners are covered at the end of the day. So I want to talk to EJ just a little bit. I know he's going to be like, girl, I know I didn't told you I want to be behind the scenes, but I just want him to talk about that part of making sure that his artists and his people are always ready for anything that's coming.
Yeah, what's up?
Go ahead.
That's right. We here at 105.5 FM. That's right. Flavor Radio. My man said bang, I say boom. Yeah, what is the question exactly?
So you being not having your artist go out doing different shows, but you have him in the studio, in the lab, working, perfecting his craft. Why is that your strategic move?
Once you go out, you have to be prepared. I'm talking about graphics, dancing, knowing when to come in, working with the DJ, the whole 9 yards, light setting, everything. It has to be pretty much on point. Even the masters, they do the same thing. They do rehearsals, they get it together. Once everything is stable, then they go out.
Yep.
So that's how I look at it. So.
Okay. I like your business sense. I like the fact that you seem like one of those guys that you write everything down, and every dot needs to be over that I, every T needs to be crossed, that period needs to be at the end of it in order to make sure that what you're putting out there is 100%.
Yeah,
is that who you are?
We're trying to do the best that the music will allow us to do.
Okay.
That we will allow ourselves to do as one, you know.
Yep.
So,
And so with music today, because music today drives me nuts, okay? Future, Fetty Wap, all of them. Shout out to you, you know. But it all sounds the same, right? Like all of the beats kind of sound the same. And I noticed that with your beats, for Teyzer's beats, they are original bangers out the gate. Like the beats are crazy. But how hard is it to not follow suit? You know what I mean? Where you see this is where the trend is. And you're like, no, we're not going to go with that trend. We're going to go this way to stay true to ourselves. How hard is that to do as an artist, seeing what's out there now, seeing what's being pushed? How hard is that?
by not focusing on them, focusing on yourself.
Perfect answer. I was hoping he said that. I was hoping he would say that. I like that. Go ahead.
You're so serious too, so
he is.
Yeah, he just said
he ain't blink.
Yes. What is the question? I mean, okay. I just looked over at you. I ain't got no questions. I ain't gonna ask nothing. I was afraid of the. Now I'm afraid of him, let alone the bodyguard. He don't even need the bodyguard. He said, "What was the question?" And then he came in here and took my job too. He said, "Flavor 105." He said, "Bang." I said, "Boom." I said, "What? Wait a minute. I was looking to see if I had his bodyguard. You gonna let him do that to me?" And anyways, no. So, one thing I like about both of you guys is that you both don't talk about yourselves in the third person. You don't talk about yourselves in the first person. You always say we. Oh, so if I asked Teyzer, why did you decide to do it like this? He answered, because we felt it wasn't a good move now. We think it's better that we do it. And then she just asked you a question, and you were the same way. We don't focus on them. We focus on us. So that's a you know, just like he said he knew that you were for him. You just get that sense, just how the way you convey, you know, all your answers, the way you guys carry yourselves is just, it's all about love and unity. And that's one thing I think that hip hop needs, that music, that we as a people, we need more anyway. How do you feel about that? Now, are you like that with every artist that you have, or are you like this with Teyzer?
It's just that Teyzer is a blessing.
Okay.
So he was actually sent for us to do this together, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess he feels the same way, like I'm a blessing to him.
Right.
So, like he said earlier, is that we are as one.
Okay.
I am Teyzer and he is Teyzer.
Okay.
So.
All right. So yeah. So I like that. So what is some of the challenges as now? Are you the manager or what is your exact role with Teyzer?
Everything.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So being everything, what are some of the challenges that go on with business? Because every job, even the perfect job, best jobs have, you know, things that sometimes are difficult to deal with. What are some of the difficulties?
Well, some of the problems or challenges may occur is moving too fast when you're not ready for it.
Right.
Making the right decisions,
Mm-hmm.
turning left or right,
Right.
straight. So
Okay.
those are some of the challenges that we face, but we do it together.
Okay.
And so as a unit,
So if you make the mistake, you make it together. If you make the good move, you make it together.
Exactly.
All right. So Teyzer, how do you feel about that? With him, with you guys being one, it's closer than family?
Yeah, it's definitely closer than family. I mean, I've been in so many different situations where everything seemed to be yellow bricks and rainbow across the road, and then when it got to that point,
right,
50-50, 20-60, 40-60, whatever the case is, it's like numbers and attitude and salt and hate and jealousy, you know.
Yeah.
So from what I've experienced, you know, my man's right here, definitely, you know what I'm saying, when it gets to that point, we're just going to stay focused. That's all I ask for, like, I'm not, you know, like I'll get, you know, we'll get the job done, you know, as long as you know we got real riders, real loyalty, you know what I'm saying, people got our backs, like, you know, none of that funny business. I won't go about it, you know what I'm saying, if I hear something crazy, I'm like, nah, I already know that's not happening, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case is. So that's important, you know, definitely. It goes a long way. You know?
Right, that's one of the unfortunate things about when you are blessed with something. For every blessing, there's going to be someone or something that the enemy is going to try to take away from you. And it's like unfortunate because like we sit here talking to both of you, I'm like, why do they need a bodyguard? I'm sorry, I'm bringing the bodyguard up again. Yeah, but I'm saying, like, you know, why do you need one? And it's just unfortunate that we live in a world where people are going to try to take from you, or people are going to try to, you know, to hurt you when you haven't done anything to you know, bring those things upon yourself. It's just jealousy, wanting your position, wanting what you have, and it's really unfortunate. But I want to encourage you that no matter, for everyone that wants to come and take something from you or wants to harm what you're doing, your craft, you're going to have times 10 the amount of fans and people who are happy and pleased with what you're doing, and the love that you show for others and everything. It's going to outshine that all the time. So, you know, I like him.
Oh, Jesus. All right, so I have a who does your beats? Who's the production behind your beats?
My day one, bro, Mighty Mouse. We started rapping together. We created a group called TWN. You know, I can't really tell y'all what.
Okay, I got you. Okay.
But we grew out of that, you know. Members left, even us, you know, but we still together, me and him, and it's been about 12 years, 10 years making. So we had the time to learn each other. I'm like, I know what type of beat he's gonna make, and he knows how I'm gonna come off. So now when he makes his beats, he knows what type of beat to make for me. But he's all the way out in Cali. We contact each other via email, via social media, or phone, of course. We send everything out back and forth, and it's just like that.
All right, so I want to get into Miss Kia, your other track that you sent us, and then we'll come back, and I want you to tell me top 5 that are alive, and then I want you to tell me who would you want other than Jada to be on your EP if you were to do another your next project. So 5 and 5. So you have until your song is done. Well,
it's funny because I wanted like a Project Pat on there. You know, we got him.
We gonna play that one. Stop! Don't try to go ahead.
No. It's not even that. It's just for the fact that, like, you gotta understand, like, when I was in high school or wherever I was at, that's who was popping at that time. You know, 3-6 Mafia, like these are people. That's like, wow, I used to listen to you and never even imagine, like, I'd be on a track with you when we doing it, you know. So, you know, it was a preference to get him in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, let's get Project Pat. That's a legend to me, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, all right.
So we're going to play both. We're going to do Miss Kia and She Did It, featuring Project Pat. All right. Yeah.
All right, let's go.
All right.
Shoot, boss, I need a radio voice. I don't I thought it was a car, so I was like, he like his car. So you wanted to what does Miss Kia stand for?
Yeah, what does that
stand for? Miss Know It All.
Okay, so see, I'm about to start.
I gotta get up on my acronym game.
Yeah.
Yeah, my acronym game is not on point.
It came to that, you know.
LOL.
We was making tracks like, you know, She Did It. Obviously, it's called She Did It. You know, She Did It. You know, Weekends. Obviously, you know, just I was thinking to myself, like, damn, I need to come up with some type of name that has its own story. Like, you know, I was like, yeah, let me put some acronyms together or something like that. So I came up with that. You know, and it's cool, you know, because it's worth seeing the looks on y'all faces when I tell y'all. Really?
Listen, you can see my face when he said, I said, stand for Miss Kia. Tell it. Now, see, I don't know if you meant.
Now I'm gonna do it.
When I get into an argument with a female, I'm like, all right, Miss Kia.
Exactly.
Go ahead, Miss Kia. All right, be about your business, Miss Kia.
No more bye, Felicia.
Look, Mom, Miss Kia, calling me like that for some groceries, Miss Kia.
You know that, yeah.
So, all right.
I can't.
No.
Okay, so the questions that you had before the songs came on. Top 5 that you want on your next EP.
Okay. Jay-Z. You know, I feel like that's obviously the most favorite one. You know, most people, you know, Fab.
Okay.
I want to work with 2, Snoop and Wiz, for a couple reasons. You know, what we could do on the set.
Yeah,
all right.
You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I would say I would have to work with an R&B artist. You know, I don't know. I haven't. You know, I would say a good one. You know, a safe pick. I would pick Usher, something like that, just to get those numbers up. You know, that's.
See, I would thought he would have said Chris Brown.
You know,
Brown beat he on everything this year,
and that's the point. You know, I respect what Chris Brown did ever since he was 16. You know what I'm saying? But he's just too much out there. You know, and I try to do my best to try to bring you guys something that's from its own box. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
Like sometimes you want a different flavored ice cream. You know, you don't want
All right. What about a conscious rapper? What conscious? For a conscious track, who would you work with?
J. Cole. Off
the
rip, just cause I even made a track. You know, it's not complete yet. Still got a verse open. You know, I'm not too sure what I want to do with that verse yet. But when I was thinking about it, I was like, oh man, I want to put J. Cole on this so bad, just making it cause it just fits the categories of what he like to speak about. Like he speaks as if he's a mirror. You know, he speaks as if somebody's looking at him and then reflecting on themselves. So you know, I made a couple tracks. I respect what he's doing. Kendrick, you know, I respect him so much. You know, I respect his mind. Sometimes his music, you know, I need to hear something with more bass sometimes, but I respect him. I seen him do a concert in sign language. That's genius.
Really?
It's genius.
Yeah. I didn't know about that.
He wasn't even speaking, just had his music playing and then throwing up them signs like bam, bam, bam. I'm like, wow.
Okay.
You know, that's respect, and he's capitalizing on a fan base most people don't even get to enjoy. You know, so I respect mindsets as that also. You know.
What if someone blind went to the show though?
Oh, they can hear it. Well,
why is the music playing and he just signing that? I would want my money back.
That's not.
It did look weird.
I'm just saying.
It did look weird. I saw it. I was like, what the? But from an artist point of view,
exactly. You gotta be at the box.
Like, that's crazy. That is artistic to the 10th level, degree, whatever. I put him on the pedestal for that, just for the fact that and I don't think many people care about the game as much as he do. So, like you tell him you have somebody like Snoop said, "Yo, the torch is yours."
He did do that too.
He started crying on stage, that's his life. Like I respect that. That's your life. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can take that from you.
Okay.
Like you do this and you're gonna do it till you die. You're gonna do it hard. You know what I'm saying? And I look up to that, and that's how I need to be. You know what I'm saying? That's what I work every day to be like. So for sure.
All right.
Miss Know It All.
No, you didn't. All right, Felicia. Anyway, I like the person that I see right now. Like looking at, just Googling you. You know what I mean? Like you don't really get to see or hear or feel how humble you are and how much this is your life. So I am very appreciative that, you guys chose us to be the first radio show to do out here in Worcester. So shout out to Mocha and the team for, reaching out and letting us be that first group.
And the bodyguard.
Lord Jesus. So, you know what I mean? But I just want to say thank you at the end of the day, because you didn't have to choose us. We are very new at the end of the day. And I just want to say thank you very much for, choosing us.
You got that any day. Shout out to Worcester for making this, Massachusetts for showing us love. We come out here. It's cold out here, though. Over here, like,
I tried turning on the heat. I did it. I was over there messing with it. I was like,
he the only one with no jacket on, though.
Yeah, you're right. I kind of came unprepared. For this.
He was in the heat.
So.
All right. So before we say goodbye, I want to remind everybody. Teyzer.com, Teyzer.com. I mean, you can check out some of the tracks. I see We Built This City, which I can't wait to listen to, is on here.
Indeed.
Weekends is here. She Did It is here. She did it. Hey. She did it. Hey.
Like, now this is going to be for a week for me now.
Yeah.
This is what you did. Just understand that.
All right. Also at Facebook.com/RealTeyzer, Teyzer. And also on Twitter, you can be found Real Teyzer. So, I mean, best of luck to you and your crew and your bodyguard and there's another bodyguard outside. I mean, there's two bodyguards.
They can multiply. So we'll give you last moments, last thoughts. What is it that you want people to know about you?
I just want everybody to know one thing. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, I'm a humble person. For you guys know that, but sometimes I do come off strong sometimes, what I'm saying? I just want everybody to know I'm human at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? I do this in and out. I'm human 24/7, you know what I'm saying? No matter what the situation is, no matter what you see me in, what you don't see me in, whatever the case is, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to make it out here, do it just like the rest of us are. Some of us just got it better than the others, you know what I'm saying? So, So just whatever we doing, just keep doing it. Stop hating me or anybody, and I'll do the same, you know what I'm saying? Let's get together and let's get this.
I like that.
All right.
So on that note, we want to thank you and the team, Mocha Madness. Young Teyzer, thank you very much for being on the show.
Can I take a picture with the bodyguard?
Lord Jesus. Why not take us out? All right, picture time though.
All right.